Welcome back. LT Volk here with episode 72 of the Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough.
Still breathing.
In this episode, we're gonna try and find our way into Hells to get the Arctic Hammer and confront Raphael. But first, we're gonna go to camp and swap out some companions.
At the ready.
We're gonna swap out Shadowheart and Lae'zel. But before we do that, where's Shadowheart? Where are you at, girl? Oh, there she is.
Can't give up now.
Alright, we're gonna grab Will first instead of Lae'zel.
Let's talk.
Join
Sorry,
me
but there's no room for
and
me.
take
I like
Lae'zel's
how you-
spot. There we go.
My step.
And then let's see. Will, you run up here. Karlak, you run up here. And then
I'm ready.
Shadowheart's gonna cast the Hero's Feast on everybody. There we go. Now,
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
let's exit turn-based mode. Grab all of our feast supplies. And then my character is gonna grab Gale instead of Shadowheart.
A private word would be nice.
What's on your mind?
Why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Alright, good deal. Join me.
Would that I could.
Alright, and from here, we're gonna leave camp. And then warp in to waypoint that's closest to the Devil's Feet, which is a shop that we need to be near. And I believe it's a lower city central wall waypoint that's gonna get us close. After the game loads up, we're gonna buff up, summon all of our summons, and get ready to head on in to Hells. And it's actually been probably a couple months since I played the game, so you gotta bear with me as I regain my heading and kinda relearn the controls a little bit. Alright, so my character is gonna summon an Air Myrmidon and use the Spellscrog's Amulet to recover the spell slot. There we have it. And let's re-equip our Misty Step Amulet again.
Defender of the people.
Will's gonna summon a Cambion from his rapier, and he's also gonna cast this Invocation Armor of Shadows. Sounds good as well. Gale, why don't you equip the Marka Heshkir? Activate Arcane Battery and summon another Air Myrmidon. And those are probably my favorite summons. If you watched my previous videos, you'll see just how powerful they can be. Gale also cast Mage Armor on yourself. And now my character is gonna cast Longstrider on everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, let's conjure us. And scratch as well. Why not? And speak with animals. And now I think we're actually ready. So we head north up this pass towards this shop with gargoyles and Skulls or demon head
I
frescoes.
used to believe the beauty of first love was unable to be surpassed.
Oh, I get it.
So let's go through
Gale,
here.
you are so much more tolerable now you found your second.
And we're gonna interact with all of these items.
A fake devil head. A lot of effort for a piece of window dressing.
As my
This is
character
real.
actually
A death devil skull, by my reckoning.
failed his check, but he's confidently incorrect. He's like, yeah, he's definitely fake. And now my character's gonna try and identify this monster skull.
A real fiend's skull. Oh, the size. I'm guessing a gargatula. So many infernal items. What's that?
Darling,
Yeah, that's that. This item. Misclicked.
Imitation horns, but barely distinguishable from the real thing.
That-
holy shit, they're real. Torn from a war devil's skull.
And it's pretty funny as my character failing his checks and like Karlak actually recognizes them as genuine. Alright,
Wonder if the
let's
gods are
talk to the proprietor.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be and shop with glee.
Oh no. Definitely something up with this one. Trust me.
Your hoard of genuine infernal items is impressive. Show me the real good stuff.
Well, well. It's been a while since I've had such discerning custom. Here, you may browse my more curated selection.
And up here, let's see what we can get. That's good. No. Hyena ear, always good. None of these items. Nope, we don't have a sorcerer. These gloves can be alright. But I don't think they'll work with Will, and his gloves are better anyways. Cloak of the Weave is really good. Probably gonna equip it on my character. This is actually a pretty decent hat. And this staff is gonna be good for Will. And Potion of Supreme Healing. We'll take that as well. I think that's about that. Here you go. You can take what I owe you in cash.
Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee.
And talk to her again.
My most prospective customer. Welcome back.
Curios don't interest me. I'm interested in the hells themselves. A place called the House of Hope in particular.
Truly. That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing.
Raphael told me the crown of Karsus was stolen from Mephistopheles. Were you involved with that?
Lord Gortash wanted to steal something from Mephistopheles, so I punched a portal into the Archdevil's dusty vaults. And then oh, gosh, my fickle memory fails. If only something would jog it.
Alright, let's give her 100 gold.
I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard. Gortash stole the crown of Karsus, pissed off Mephistopheles, but rather intrigued another devil by the name Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Karsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Looks like we owe Raphael a house call.
Can you help me break into the House of Hope?
What a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. And for what? The devil has nothing that you need.
Up here, we'll use intimidation to say, you'll have the prize, or I'll have you. And we're gonna get burn the log points. And we already got guidance. Alright, let's try it. Let's roll. Got plenty of inspiration points to reroll if needs be. And we succeeded just enough. Got really good roll on the guidance there.
Far be it from me to overlook reason, reflected in the edge of a blade. Half it is.
And here we're gonna say, very well, here you go. Gave her 10,000 gold pieces.
Why? The risk almost seems worth it when there's such pretty coins involved. Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone!
Sounds good. And actually, we're gonna probably give this cloak
Sharp as ever.
to... Well, so his Eldritch Blast has a higher chance of hitting. And this staff will also go to Will. There we go. Let's take all of these items out of the pouch and go do a ritual. Actually, we'll go ahead and equip that cloak. Very good. And let's continue. I'm gonna head on up here to the second floor. And the key should open up the door, yep. And now we have this ritual circle.
I suggest that you reconsider this course of action.
Yes,
What you
yes.
expect to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
Your advice has been taken into consideration. And let's read this note. Skull on the star point near the altar. And then the coin on the next point to the right. So up here, we're just gonna throw the skull right over here. Then we're gonna throw the coin on the next one to the right. Where's the next one going? Counting clockwise, skip a point and place the diamond. Oh. No, Scratch, what are you doing, buddy? I was like, what the heck happened? Good boy Scratch was fetching all of the items that I was throwing. Alright, let's try it again. This is skull. This is the coin. Then we skip one to put diamond, I think. And then the next one is incense. Yep. Skip a point, place a diamond, place the incense on the next one, and then infernal marble into the center. So up here we're gonna throw the diamond over here. Then throw the incense over here. And finally, we're gonna throw the marble into the center.
There is nothing to gain by invading the devil's home, and everything to be lost.
Alright, yeah. See ya, Emperor. Be right back. And yes, we want to go to the House of Hope. And Carl X got something to say.
Gods, I can't believe I'm doing this. We're gonna get out of here, right?
Of course. We just need to get the hammer and go.
Get in, get the hammer, and go. Easy. We won't get trapped here. We won't get dragged deeper into Avernus. We won't. On the bright side, my engine finally feels normal. Like it isn't about to explode. I gotta admit, that's pretty nice. Let's find that hammer and get out of here before I get used to feeling like I might live.
And let's head over here.
You came. Such a shame. Curiosity killed all the cats. It won't be so kind to you.
As the woman speaks, you hear a distant rattle of chains, and she winces in pain.
The jailer will hear us. I shouldn't be talking to you. I must go. It's not kind to me.
The figure flickers and starts to dim from view, but you sense she could be convinced to return.
Wait! Don't go! Who are you?
The figure shimmers brightly. Your words seem to have piqued her curiosity.
Who am I? Oh, it's my favorite question. I scream it into the dark while I sleep, and whisper it to my memories when I wake. I'm the thing that kills you, and the only reason you're alive. Made by a promise, undone by the truth. A handshake, a hug, the first beat of a newborn's heart. I am hope. What little is left of her. A guttering candle in a universe of night.
Raphael's driven her mad. Poor soul.
I'm not much of a friend to anyone anymore. But I could use a friend myself. Do you want a friend to guide you through this madhouse? I hear the jailer. It hears me. It'll call Raphael, make every question count. Make some of them count twice.
I need to find the Orphic Hammer. Can you help?
Discovered an ancient Gith prince in need of a savior? The Orphic Hammer is the perfect tool for breaking all infernal chains. Hope can help. The hammer is here in this house. It's...
You hear a sound like the rattle of a chain, and an agonizing scream in your head as hope flickers from view momentarily.
Shh. Quiet. There it goes. Everyone here is mad. Even you, especially me. And that makes them dangerous, but it also makes them stupid. I'll make you seem as ruined as the rest of the people here. A simple glamour to make you a terrible wretch. Now whisper your questions, little wretch, but really quiet and very clever. Concentrate.
We'll use our bard performance here to speak soft as the breeze-caught melody. And let's get guidance from Will. Should be automatic success unless we roll a 1. And we got plenty of inspiration points to reroll. There we go. Easy success.
Remember, quiet as a mouse.
I need to find the Orphic Hammer. Where is it?
The same place you'll find your sorry little soul when Raphael rips it out. In the archive, down the corridor, past the debtor. Oh, the debtors. They won't like you. But I like you. I know I do. I think I do. I hope I do. I just need to ask one question, and I'll know for sure.
What is it?
Can you save me? Please, 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 please.
If I can, I will. What needs to be done?
All right. You have to listen very, very, very closely. I will say this only once. Find the key, take the hammer, smash my chains. Find the key, take the hammer, smash my chains. Find the key, take the hammer, smash my chains. But be careful, when you take the hammer, the fire will come, and Raphael, you must run, 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 run. But don't forget me. Please, please, please. I don't want to burn. Not again.
We won't. We'll get you out. I promise.
The rattle of chains echoes louder from unseen places, and without a scream or a sigh, hope disappears.
And now we've got this disguise so that the enemies don't attack us. And this was the room that we visited when we first met Raphael, although it had much better food. And this is about the only character that I think is interesting enough, the Infernal Mason that we're gonna talk to.
Very well.
Another sorry soul come to wander these halls. What do you seek?
Tell me what you know of this place.
Despite appearances, this whole house is more of a prison than a parlor. Most here have no choice but to remain. I am one such. This is not my home, but I can never leave.
What ties you to the House of Hope?
I was an architect in life, a builder of tombs and temples, but mostly of towers. My proudest work reached for the stars and sought to dry Seluna's tears. It was a monument to life and to virtue, and a happy home to my master for many years.
What went wrong?
Deaths in the family. Happiness rarely lasts a lifetime. When tragedy came, my master fell into darkness and despair. He marshaled a great army to ruin the world and bring all into shadow. I could not let it happen. I sought out the devil, Raphael, and signed an infernal pact with him. He promised to destroy my master's army, and I promised him my soul in return. The devil was true to his word. Fiends slaughtered my master's forces, but he endured somehow and blighted the land.
This is a familiar tale. Are you the architect of Moonrise Towers?
You know my work. Oh, I am glad it endures. Perhaps you also have the misfortune of knowing my master, General Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric is no more. I killed him.
Then all came to pass as I had hoped, though a century too late for my family and friends. Your actions may have justified the price of my soul. I thank you. Tell me, what became of my pride? What became of Moonrise Towers?
We healed the land and lifted the shadow curse. Moonrise will be a beacon of light again.
I did not think it possible. Thank you. My spirit smiles for the first time in a century. Now go. Finish your business here and leave while you can.
So this is actually a really, really nice touch that I really like, because it connects the lore and stories from the previous acts to Raphael. So if you recall, Jorger in the Gauntlet of Shar was summoned to take out the Sharan forces, which caused the downfall of Ketheric Thorm and the defeat of his armies some 100 years ago. What do we have here? Not much. Anyways, let's continue. So, this guy, who was a Mason and Selûnite resistance member, made a deal with Raphael to destroy the Sharan armies, which once again involved Jorger. And then the Jorger got tricked and trapped in the Gauntlet of Shar until I talked him into killing himself. Yes, sirree. Alright, let's continue moving this way. And there is hope.
Hello again, little mouse. The price for speaking is steep, but I must give warning. Your prize is just ahead in the archive, but you can't take it yet. And even if you could, you mustn't. Trigger the alarm, and Raphael will come swooping home on wings of malice to rip out your soul. In this house, thieves are melted like butter and spread onto toast. Shh. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again.
I need you to stay calm, Hope, and guide me.
I can. I shall. I can. I shall. The archivist is the key, but he's as stubborn as a king and as serious as a heart attack. Exploit his fiddling weakness and make him grovel! Oh no. They hear me. Speak quickly, speak softly. You know how this goes.
And up here, we'll use our charisma to concentrate on speaking softly and without emotion. And let's get guidance from Will. And should be a fairly easy roll. And we got plenty of inspiration points. So let's just roll and see how it goes. Rolled a 20. Alright, very good.
You steady your mind and prepare your questions.
How should I deal with the archivist?
He fears authority figures. Perhaps his teacher took a strap to him and left a deep impression at an early age. There's one regular visitor that he particularly fears. She is...
A crack like breaking bone. Hope winces.
And up here we'll use our persuasion to say, who does the archivist fear, Hope? I need a name. And once again, fairly easy check. Let's roll. And still was enough to succeed. Rolled a 2.
Scarier things than you, little mouse. Verilius Receptor. A High Inquisitor of Zariel. Officially entitled to audit Raphael's collection. Her true form is so gargantuan and mind-scarring to behold that she takes on many guises when she visits. Play your part well and you can be one of those blasphemous guises.
Sounds good. So let's go through the doors here and talk to that archivist.
The master is very indulgent.
There is the gorilla.
But I will not let you bring disorder into the archive.
I'm not bringing anything, you little fosspot. I'm just here to watch the story unfold. Well, well, well. Look what we have here.
Alright, let's talk to Gorilla first.
Can't resist the faintest hint of a temptation, can you? I suppose that makes 2 of us. That little disguise Hope gave you is adorable. I can see right through it, of course. And so will Raphael. He's going to notice you nosing around his house. I hope you're ready to face a very angry devil.
Why don't you run off and tell him, Corilla? You love tattling to Daddy, don't you?
What are you doing here?
Me? This is home base. I'm not even going to ask what you're doing here. Plausible deniability. Might want to steer clear of my sister Hope, though. She's mad as a March hare. If she'd just agreed to serve Raphael, he'd probably have released her a long time ago. As things stand, she's his favorite toy. We're all mad here. But Hope and hell? Why, that's the definition of insanity.
Myself and Hope have formed an alliance. We're going to get out of here.
Excellent! A scheme of lunatics. A conspiracy of fools. I can't wait to see how it ends. With extreme violence and a hint of grotesque farce, I suspect. Watch your back now.
Raphael has something I want. Help me find it?
Unlike you, I don't have a death wish. Or an eternal torment wish. You want my advice? Enjoy whatever life remains to you. When Raphael catches you, you'll never enjoy anything again?
Okay, and Corilla leaves. So now let's talk to the archivist.
A guest? Are you a client of the master, or a visitor from elsewhere in the Hells? I do not believe you were invited. One moment. I shall consult the visitor's schedule. Most irregular. The schedule is all but clear, and yet you are here.
We'll use our deception to say, I am Verilius Receptor, Zariel's High Inquisitor. And once again, fairly easy check. Let's roll. Success.
1,000 apologies, O majestic magistrate of the Infernal Court. Your mortal guise is so vile, I found it perfectly convincing. I would prostrate myself before you and kiss your calluses, but my spine is ruptured in 1,000 places. You do know how Raphael likes to play. As always, the archive is yours to peruse. You'll find everything accounted for, and I can present documents of procurement if necessary.
I'd like to see the hammer, please.
An exquisite and most unique artifact,
crafted with materials hewn from the depths of the hells by Raphael's Merrigan labor force. As it was created by Raphael himself, we have no documents of procurement, nor do we require any. But if you wish to examine the artifact itself, you are more than welcome. As part of the special collection, that item is guarded by a master word that even I do not know. I suggest you wait until Raphael returns, and you can discuss the matter with him. You are welcome to relax in the boudoir until then. It is where Raphael conducts his most private matters of business and pleasure. You will need this to gain access. The resident of the boudoir will wish to explore every inch of your new form, and I'm sure you will be happy to share.
Alrighty, and that should give us an access to one of the rooms here. I think I bypassed it the first time. Yeah, I think it's this one. There's a mystic force curtain there. Got Baldur, Eternal Debtor.
I like to watch the door to the boudoir. I like to see who goes in, who comes back out, and who never does.
Does Raphael mind you watching his comings and goings?
Why? It was his idea. Here I watch, forever and forever. Oh, I can never join in, but I'll always look.
Do you know what goes on inside that room?
Oh, I like to peep through the keyhole. There's so much to see. So much to see.
Alright, and let's leave and interact with the force wall. And it's actually pretty funny.
You look positively wretched.
Because that Voyeur is talking that she likes to watch. And up here is Raphael's incubus, Harleep, who looks just like him. Because apparently Raphael likes to have sexual relations with somebody that looks just like himself. And that lady likes to watch. Alright,
Got
oh!
lost and died. The archivist told you to cool off in the boudoir. Well, here it is. A horrid place where pleasure is pain, and pain is pleasure, and hope cannot live at all.
Any advice before I head inside?
Everything in this house exists for Raphael's pleasure, and Raphael's pleasure alone. That includes Raphael himself, whatever form he takes.
Sounds good. And up here is gonna be a fight that's coming up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the autos 3-way. Give one of them to Gale and give one of them to Will. Just so we can auto Harleep.
Alive, so that's progress. That might be worth a look.
Oh. Restoration faucet, which recovers all of your spell slots.
A lost little mouse is running through the house.
Oh, gods. What the fuck have I stumbled into?
A thief in the night, greedy and here to take. Why are you here, little thief?
Raphael? You're looking very skimpy.
Raphael? Ha! No. You will have a far crueler master than Raphael soon. But what inspired you to pay him a visit?
I won't tell you.
This is very naughty. Whatever are we to do? Why don't we play a game? You win, I give you everything you desire. But you'll enjoy yourself more if you lose.
I'm not going to play with you.
There is one way to leave here alive, darling. Play with me. Pretty please. I'd hate to have to kill you.
We're just gonna attack him.
You will make a pretty feast.
And the battle begins. Looks like pretty much everybody but Karlach and us gets to go before Harleep.
What now?
So my character is actually going to try and use maybe a hold monster on him. Yeah, but first we're gonna fire an arrow of ice. Yeah, why not? And we're not gonna use our cutting words here. It's a critical hit, but unfortunately he utilized that ability. Alright, that's fine. My character's gonna just misty step out as far away as possible. That's not good, really, actually. I thought I was gonna be able to alpha strike him. Probably should have checked if he had a legendary action, because that ethereal escape seems to be a very nasty ability. Alright, end turn.
Favors the fearless.
Well, why don't you, summon something? Yeah, no. No, he's gonna pull back
No time
as
to
well.
waste.
And end
Let's
turn.
roll in my favor.
Gale will do the same. Pull back.
Pawn to cleric 4.
And end turn. We'll send this Cambion up close. So hopefully Harleep targets him. And end turn. And we're gonna send our Myrmidons closer. And actually let's cast our Raging Vortex to where Harleep is at. And end turn. The second Myrmidon will do the same. Another Raging Vortex. And end turn. Harleep is flying out. And cast Incubus Charm on my character. We'll use one of our luck points to try and reroll. Which actually worked, and we saved. Alright, Karlach, back up. Tank the attack of opportunity. That's fine. Frenzy. And start throwing, girl. Gonna... Path was interrupted. There we go.
To do it.
And... Not gonna use our Lock of the Far Realms here. Just continue throwing, Karlach. Do your 5 attacks. By action surging to recovering your actions. Throw the pike a couple times more. And then finally we'll have the frenzy throw. And go. Very good. And end turn. Us gonna attack Harleep with its claws. Didn't really do much damage, but it's quite alright. And now we have these imps casting Eldritch Blasts. And I don't think we're gonna counterspell. It's fine. It targeted Karlak, but didn't really do that much damage. And we got some more of these imps flying out, and they're gonna be using the Eldritch Blast primarily. If I remember correctly. Yep, not gonna react here, that's quite fine. And we're not gonna use our Hellish Rebuke here either. Still got plenty of health. And once again, not gonna react. And not gonna react here. Alright, and one more imp. Then we can try and take out Harleep. And up here we'll use our shield reaction. No, we'll use our cutting words to make a miss. And not gonna react here. Alright. Sounds good. And now, my character is actually gonna cast that Hold Monster on Harleep, perhaps. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna move up here. We're gonna fire off an arrow of many targets into one of the imps. And now we'll cast Hold Monster on Harleep. Which actually hits, and then turn.
This is my time.
Now, the Air Myrmidon is gonna try and use Electrified Flail on one of the imps, and hopefully stuns it. Yep.
The blade will not bend.
The other Myrmidon will do the same with another imp. And actually critically missed, unfortunately. And turn.
Favors the fearless.
Will go ahead, toggle your quick spell Flinger, and use your Eldritch Blast on Harleep. And then fire another Eldritch Blast, one ray going into Harleep, and two into this vengeful imp. Very good. And turn. Gale, fire off a level 4 magic missile. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go. Oh, no. There we go. 4 will go into this imp, and the remainder 3 will go into this one. Killed off one. The other one is still alive. All right. End turn. This Cambion is going to utilize his Rays of Fire. 2, 3 will go into this Vengeful Imp right here. It's undamaged, and it's immune to fire, of course. Alright, end turn. Karlak. Move over here. And then start throwing your Narilna to damage this imp and finish off the other one. Then use your cunning action dash to kind of move to a better vantage point where you can attack both of the enemies. And right here we'll tank an attack of opportunity. Sounds good. And throw your returning pike into this vengeful imp here. There's the first throw, which kills it. And the second one will go into that vengeful imp. And once again, we're not going to use the Lock of the Far Realm. We'll save it for the Raphael fight. And end turn. Alright, one of the imps is still stunned. And up here, actually, my character will use Counterspell this time. Very good. He snarls. Haha. Alright, us. Go ahead and attack that damaged imp. Kills it off and then turns. And now my Myrmidons can finish off the last remaining imp. Very good. Karlak, why don't you drink a potion or two to recover some health?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright, everybody back out of there. Well, drink a potion as well. One of these guys. There we go.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
And where is Harleep? Because I believe you should have a note on him with that secret word. Oh, it's got key from Raphael's safe. Well, we'll take that. Take that. Press this button. Got hit with a spell of some sorts. And we got 5 soul coins and notes. Well, that's just great. Let's give these guys to Karlak and read the note. The actors have finally reached Baldur's Gate, so I can commence the next stage of my play. They have learned the Astral Prism's secret, but I will tell them that I have the key, the Orphic Hammer, the only thing that can break the prince's chains. The hammer will be kept safely in the archive, protected by a password. What shall it be? Perhaps give me my heart's desire. And there we have it. Sounds good. And looks like got one of the souls behaving like a dog. It's kinda creepy. Anywho, let's get back to the archives and try and steal some stuff. And here is a note, Carilla's transcript of conversation between Raphael and her sister Hope. And you can read it on your own. There you go. Just a little bit more lore. Alright, archivist, let's talk.
You are stupendously lugubrious this day, High Inquisitor. An inspiration to us all.
Sounds good. And we're gonna go ahead and start grabbing some items. Alright, so first is the Orphic Hammer.
The Orphic Hammer has caught your eye.
There it is. The Orphic Hammer, right within reach. A magical field surrounds the item, preventing you or anyone from touching it. You surmise it's controlled by a vocal component. Magic words.
And we'll say, give me my heart's desire.
The magic blinks away at your words.
Careful now. Last thing we want to do is call forth Raphael's ugly mug before we need to.
But we are actually just gonna grab it.
Just rang Raphael's dinner bell. You claim to be who you are not. Stole from my master, and now you expect to leave. The moment you step outside this room, all hells will break loose. A hopeless situation?
That's what you think, guy. Alright, let's lockpick this case right here. Should be an easy check. And it's just a golden ring, huh? Alright, we're gonna grab these guys for sure.
What's that?
And we'll give them to... Karlak, yeah.
Soldier.
She's got these guys, which adds 1d4 damage with throw attacks. Oh, with improvised weapons. But anyways, the heals giant strength is... Oh, never mind. She already has 22 strength. I forget. I gave her that potion.
That's right.
But it's alright. We'll,
All's well that ends.
give the gauntlets to, Lae'zel. And there is nothing here of
Breathe
interest,
deep and
just
move.
vendor trash that I no longer gonna be collecting. Take the amulet of greater
Wish I
health.
had a bag of holding.
And let's see what this does. Set wear constitution to 23.
Let's march.
Karlak, what do you have here? That's actually pretty good.
The pride of the gate. Your desire.
Yeah, we'll
No one back home.
give
will
it to
ever believe
Karlak
this.
later on.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Let's lockpick this display
Bet I
case
can crack that open.
and roll. And I think after we're done looting, we'll call it a day for the episode, because it's been almost an hour. So the next episode's just gonna be us trying to head to Hope and save her, and then confront Raphael. And one thing that's got to be around here somewhere is a contract for Mole that I'm gonna liberate. Or borrow without permission, however you want to call it. Yep, we'll take this. Come on, where is the contract? Orders for Archivist, that's not it. We already grabbed that. The House of Wonders.
No traps.
Alright, let's check
please.
this desk. Doesn't really have much. Unless Raphael has it on him, and I'm misremembering. Which also might be what happened. Alright, we'll just check this terrace real quick. And then we'll be able to call it a day. Alright, let's grab all of that.
Vengeance, the most delectable of poisons.
And we got a whole bunch of food for later on.
Seems simple enough.
Oh, I think it might be in here. Yeah, that's the case we didn't lockpick. So let's do that right now. Should be an easy enough check. Yep. No, it's got a gold ingot. Well, I might just look it up off screen.
I've got good news.
And bad news. And worst news.
Good news. You got what you came for. Successful visit. Great success. Fantastic work. Bad news. So many things will be on fire when you step outside of this room. You included. That's okay, no, right? It's hell. You expected it to be hot. Worst news, Raphael's on his way home, and oh boy, he is spitting mad. You planned for this. I know you did. You have everything under control. It's really important that you don't panic, even when your eyes evaporate from the heat. Come to my prison, bring the hammer, break my chains, and then we exit stage any which way.
I'll be there.
Work as a cockroach, lickety-split, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so there we go. Good spot to end the episode. Like I said, on the next episode, we're gonna start fighting our way towards Hope to release her, and we're gonna confront Raphael as well. As always, thank you for watching, and hope to see you again soon.